So My Hero Academia has some huge news, and to be honest with you, I don't quite know how to feel about it. Yo, what's good, it's your boy DudaViews, and My Hero Academia has some huge news. A couple of hours ago, the Weekly Shonen Jump magazine had just updated us with a confirmation that My Hero Academia will be getting a 4th movie. And not gonna lie, this news kinda surprised me. I truly believed that Bones were done with the movies after the 3rd one, but a 4th one? Damn, son. I think it's cool that we're gonna get another My Hero Academia movie. I love watching these films on the big screen with other people, and the animation is always going to be phenomenal when you watch these films on the big screen. However, at the same time, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit worried for season 7, as I think it's common knowledge that season 5 was heavily impacted by the movie, and a lot of fans have agreed that season 5 is the worst because of its odd pacing, the rearranging of arcs, and the not very good animation and art for some of the episodes. Personally, I did like some aspects of season 5. I think the first arc had some beautiful animation, and the Shigaraki vs Redestro fight was pretty phenomenal to watch. But I must admit, I do understand the hate and dislike towards the new movie from this news update. A lot of people just not really liking the idea of a movie coming around the same release date as the 7th season. Many people claiming that this season will be the worst animated season, the ugliest looking season. Some people have even given up because they thought season 6 was bad, which I disagree there. But let's read some of these comments. Please no, we need them at their best with the art on this season. We can't afford having a movie. Another comment praying this means season 7 it got pushed back. Please, for the love of God, don't release the movie and anime together. Another comment, it's season 5 all over again. And another comment saying today we consider the 7th season of My Hero Academia dead. Damn, so many people have already claimed that season 7 is going to be ugly and badly animated even before we have even seen it, dude. Although I do agree at the same time that season 7 might be impacted when it comes to the visuals. They might prioritize certain key moments and not prioritize other moments like they did with season 5, because that Shigaraki fight towards the end of season 5 was pretty awesome, but the rest of the season wasn't as greatly animated as that. Personally, I just hope that the first 2 episodes are going to be beautifully animated just because I know what's going to happen. I'm a manga reader for literally the first 2 episodes of the 7th season, and after that I have no idea what's going to happen in the story. One comment that caught my attention, it's just gonna be another random movie about a rando that may or may not be a canon character and have bait moments of Japan fave MHA ships while having a bland story accompanied by the most boring trio ever while screwing over 7th season and other Bones project for a movie. While I don't quite agree with this comment on calling Deku, Bakugo and Todoroki the most boring trio ever, I do see where they're coming from with their other comments talking about the rando that may or may not be a canon character, because the My Hero Academia films, as good as they are more or less filler movies. I do love the Two Heroes movie, the very first one they did. That movie blew me away and I really had a lot of fun watching that movie, but it has no impact on the main story. It just was a more or less fun little watch. Heroes Rising, on the other hand, did impact the story and lore of My Hero Academia when it came to the final fight, but they sort of went back on what they were gonna do because it might disrupt the manga storyline. And the 3rd movie was just downright filler, dude. Yes, they're beautifully animated and fun to watch, but they are filler, dude. And I think that's why I'm a little bit mixed on this movie, because whenever I go to watch these movies, I always have this feeling of, was it worth it watching 2 hours of something that doesn't really impact the main storyline of something I really love? And I do remember after watching the World's Hero Mission movie, feeling like, did season 5 have to be sacrificed for this movie? And this one comment has pretty much summed up what most people feel about this news. I just want to say that we as a community already know what's to be expected at this point. The one season with no movie was the most visually consistent, had far less disappointing moments, and had some of Bones' aces shown up much more frequently. Not gonna lie, I more or less agree with this comment. Season 6 was by far the best looking season since season 3. A lot of the art and animation was always on point. There was a lot of really amazing moments and just beautiful to watch, dude. And there were no movies attached to that season, so I do see the whole anger having a movie attached to a 7th season is gonna bring to this community. But despite all the negative reactions from the fans, I'm guessing most of them are manga fans, because because they know what's going to happen, so that's why they are reacting so badly. There are those that are pretty hyped for this movie, with some even giving some predictions. Let's read some of the comments. I wonder if it's gonna be an All Might origin story kind of thing. And another comment, I'm honestly hyped for movie 4. I do have a few predictions on what it might be. Number 1, All Might's origin story from his early life to his first fight with All For One. Number 2, Fantasy AU movie. Number 3, Vigilantes movie adapting the first couple of arcs from the manga. Not gonna lie, a potential All Might origin story does sound pretty amazing. Watching All Might in his prime, you can't go wrong with that, mate. You can't go wrong. I think what Studio Bones need to do to bring the fandom together and to get them hyped and excited for this movie is to do something that they haven't done before with the My Hero Academia series. Whether it's the story or the animation, they need to just wow us to really get us on board with these movies. Personally, an All Might origin story is a good route for them to do, but personally, I think they should do what Demon Slayer did with the Mugen Train. Adapt the first couple of chapters in the next arc and make it into a movie. Knowing what's going to happen in the first 2 episodes of the 7th season, I do feel like that would be a great way to start off the movie, and it would feel really cinematic. And with the rough translation comments saying that the timeline of the movie will be following the timeline of the TV anime, who knows? This movie might be canon, but I could be wrong there. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of this news update. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you hyped or not for this movie? What is your favorite movie? And what is your favorite season of My Hero Academia? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more anime reactions, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy do the view signing out.